Hello everybody, it's Peter the Rock. I'm right up against the fence where HS2 what the HS2 viaduct is. If you like, we can look through the fence to get rid of the fence from the picture and can't see much else. Now, I've been chatting to a security guard and also been chatting to 3 mud-splattered cyclists from Hertford who weren't really aware that this path to the Colne Valley Trail might be closed. So I've never seen anybody so mud splattered. They're cycling from Hertford to Windsor. If you watch this, which who knows, maybe you will, comment, tell me if you get to Windsor. That's quite a long trek, I think. Anyway, they came up against this barrier. They tried to negotiate their way through past the security guard, you know, as people sometimes do, but he's effectively said, oh, it's more than my job's worth, mate, and that's fair enough. Once you start letting people through, chaos results. But there is an important view I want to show you from here, besides all that, and good luck to the people from Hertford who will be seeing this later than today. Today is the 5th of April. Now, at the top there of the crane, I said everything was controlled from a little hut. Well, side on, it's not a hut. It's actually a sort of a bit of a wall right at the top, the white bit. And it's not controlled from there at all. The crane is controlled by remote control by someone on the ground. I was told by the chap I've just been talking to in an orange gear, high-vis clothes, which I think that's sort of interesting. And sorry, I'm a bit distracted while I'm talking because there's some serious noise going on, as if something heavy is about to move. People are going up this spiral staircase for no reason that I can see, and yes, there is some movement. I wonder if I sound like Patrick Moore when people landed on the moon. Used to get very excited. Or was that James Burke? I just don't know. But there's a bit of the crane that's moving along at a real pace. It might be approaching even sort of a 1 mile an hour, I think. And I don't know why that is. Of course, Dominique is kind of empty in the middle, so that's to carry lumps of concrete along without clunking into bits of Dominique. And it's, I suppose, held together mostly above at the top. Not quite sure about that. Don't think it particularly matters. I'm sure those of you who are interested will be able to work that out. Now, this crane that's just chugged into position is lowering its ropes, its tethers, for no reason that I can see. But I won't keep you, dear viewers. It's very nice of you to watch this stuff, because as usual with my HS2 videos, it's potluck. Sometimes lots happen and other times nothing much happens. And this is the latter, as far as I'm concerned. Although the guy I was talking to explained which blocks have been added on. He calls them blocks. I call them concrete segments. Each has their own way of describing it. I describe this launching girder as Dominique. A friend of mine, Steve, hello Steve, calls Dominique the launching girder. So there you go. Not going to lose any sleep over what we call it, or her, or even what's going to happen to it, Dominique, when it's done its job. I suppose it'll be dismantled. Can't really put it in a museum, can you? It'd have to be a very long museum. But maybe they'll put some videos up in some science museum or engineering. Is there an engineering museum? I just don't know. Now, the blue cherry picker is going up and down with people sometimes in it and sometimes not. So, and there's a serious bit of lifting equipment there. The yellow bits move, they're parts of the crane. And that's the last block, which I must now call it, which has been put into place, and I filmed from further up the lake in the previous video. Now these guys are coming down the spiral staircase. You'd think they'd build a little slide, wouldn't you? You know, a water slide perhaps. Or is that only happening at Centre Parks? Must be hell wearing the same orange high-vis gear every day. But I suppose it does make choosing your wardrobe underneath that much simpler. There we go, a bit of musing rather than a bit amusing. It is it for today. I'm not going to see any blocks move, and even if I did, I couldn't possibly achieve the excitement and the newness of what I filmed on Tuesday. Thanks a lot for watching. It's Peter the Rock. It's Friday the 5th of April. And if you want to, please like and subscribe. Cheers!